As we approach the new year, we are all planning for the next year to be a better us. And what better way to start your new year with these incredible notebooks by Tiefossi. Hi, I'm Alicia, and in today's video, we are going to do a quick review of these incredibly beautiful notebooks that have been gifted to me by Tiefossi. So thank you Tiefossi for sponsoring today's video, and they were very kind to send me not just one but two notebooks and also this set of washi tapes. So if you don't know, Tiefossi just does not have notebooks, but they also have stationeries like washi tapes, stamps, stencils, pencils, rulers, and everything that you would need to do a wholesome journaling experience. Let me talk about the first notebook that I have here. This one is called Embrace the Light Dot Grid notebook. It is in beige, and you can also find them in different shades of color. And here is a quick thank you note from them and a little bit about Tiefossi. So Tiefossi was actually founded in 2018, and they have a mission to ensure that every purchase brings satisfaction and relaxation. They do have different QR codes over here for their different social media, and I will be also linking their social media details below. And stick around because there's going to be a giveaway and all the details will be mentioned in the end. So to begin with, we have a very blank page to start, and it just says this book belongs to whoever, and in this case it's going to be me. And the next page, we always have this blank awkward page, and the thing that I like that it is blank, which I can always stick them together and not have that awkward opening, and then I can start fresh from the first page over here, which is a dot grid journal. So you can see the dot grids are very subtle. It's not very dark, and it gives a very subtle look, and the paper is also very smooth, which we will be doing a pen test in some time. But I wanted to highlight few features of this notebook. First, it is vegan leather, and I mean, look at that gorgeous design and the gold foiling, beautiful. It also comes with a pen loop. You will see a lot of notebooks these days kind of opt out of pen loop, but I do like to have that, especially if I'm going to carry my notebook around and I don't want to be carrying a whole pencil pouch, which can happen at times. So I like to keep the pen right in my pen loops, and I prefer that. In terms of the pages, these are 160 GSM ultra thick paper. That means there's not going to be any bleeding or ghosting with your normal pens that you're going to use. The pages are numbered, so that is good in case you want to have index. So here we have starting from 1, and this is a 190 pages notebook. That means you are going to get a lot of pages throughout your whole journey. So in case you're going to use a notebook like these for your 6 months journaling, it's going to easily suffice you for the half of the year. But if you are someone who has smaller handwritings and you don't want to fill up your notebook with a lot of details, this will actually easily last you a year if you want. But I like to do 2 notebooks in a year, and this is possibly going to be my next year's reading journal. Maybe you should just subscribe to know what the 2025 lineup is going to look like. The next feature for this notebook is that it comes with 2 bookmark ribbons, which you can use to easily mark your place inside the ribbon. It also matches with the theme of the color, which I really like. This is very muted and beige, very interesting, very demure. And it has a back pocket, so if you have any scraps or paper materials that you would like to stuck in, it is a very good place to carry. It comes with an enclosure. This is an elastic enclosure. It is Again, very subtle. It matches with the color, which is very nice, and I really like it. And the best part is that they were very kind to actually engraved my name in this notebook, and this is going to be a very special one for me. I really like that it has a herringbone design in this leather cover. Even though this is a vegan leather, it kind of emulates the linen cover design, which is my favorite. So I really liked it. There is no design on the spine, as you can see, but the front design kind of just makes it chef's kiss. The second notebook that I have is the A5 Moons Powered Dot Grid notebook. The cover is made with soft vegan leather, and this notebook is truly a piece of art. It has been crafted with high quality 160 GSM paper, but the difference between this notebook and the other one is probably in terms of how it looks internally. So if I go over here, this notebook, the dots kind of looks a little subtle to me compared to the dots in here. It may be very minor, and I'm not sure if it really is getting captured in the camera, but to my naked eye over here, it is a little darker compared to the beige one. And also the numbering in the end, if you can see, it is smaller in size compared to a little larger one in the Teal notebook. But it is not a deal breaker for me. Like I said, I love this notebook. Even I did a poll in my Instagram asking for people to vote which one do they like more, and majority of people have actually voted for this. So I can say that my community is also aligned with what I like. So it is good to know. But nevertheless, this is also a brilliant design. If you love whimsical fairy tale fantasy worlds, this is one of the books that you can definitely get. And the good thing about this design is that now they are also available in different colors. So if the teal green color is not your vibe, you can also get them in 4 or 5 different colors now. Moving inside this, the front page is similar design in terms of the naming conventions, but the other side has this Tiefossi logo with the gold foiling. As you can see, it has a very nice shine to it. Again, if you are into whimsical stuff, definitely this is the notebook for you. And moving on to the next pages, this one, it starts right away. It doesn't have that the white extra sheet that was there in this notebook. So if you do not like this first awkward page and you want to stick them together and move here, and you want to have your index, it kind of will mess up with your numbering system if you want to do that. I don't do index or the table of contents in my journals. I tried doing it in my reading journal, but I have not really updated them, so that just shows that I am not the person to use it. So for me, it's not going to matter much. Also, if I want to do Dutch door, that's the other problem that you might face, is that you will lose on the numbering. So I know a lot of people do not like to cut and make Dutch doors, but Dutch doors just makes it so much fun. To me personally, it's not going to bother, but I'm just trying to throw that caution out there that it is something that might happen. In terms of the grid spacing, it is 5mm by 5mm, so it is your standard dot grids that you would find in any other notebooks that are there. It is a very smooth paper, so if you want to use delicate pens like fountain pens, it will not ruin the nib of your fountain pens. This notebook comes with a gold edging, and it is a very thick notebook. And coming to the number of pages, this one is a very thick notebook. Comes with 256 pages, so this one is definitely going to last you for the entire year. Compared to the previous one, which has 190 pages, you can clearly see the thickness of the teal one, the 256 pages compared to the 190 pages. It's a thick one. It also comes with the pen loop, which I like. It has two ribbons as well. This one is of a little lighter teal color or like aquamarine, which goes well with the pen loop that we have over here and kind of complements the whole design. It also has a back pocket for all your scraps and stickers, and finally the elastic band. Towards the end, it's a very simple illustration. There is nothing, it's just the Tiefossi logo and their company website, and the elastic also feels very sturdy, so it blends in very well with the design without any obstruction. I have seen some notebooks with a very vibrant elastic. That's just not me. I like it very subtle as much as possible. I do love colors. I have incorporated a lot of colors in my journaling videos, but when it comes to the notebooks, I guess I just like it to be subtle on the outsides. So yeah, we have these two beautiful notebooks to do a quick pen test today. But before we go into the pen test, I just wanted to quickly give a shout out to this lovely washi tape box that Tiefossi was very kind to gift me as well. And it is a huge pack, so there are all these minimal different designs and more vintagey, as you can see, which is again my vibe. So I'm very happy that they were so considerate of gifting me this set that will be actually used and not just sit in my drawers. I'll be using the backside of the beige notebook to do my pen test, and let me go to the last page. For the pen test, I want to use these regular pens that I have because these are the ones that I will be mostly using on a notebook like this. I don't want to do any watercolors because these are not watercolor paper, and traditionally, if you have seen my previous videos, you would know that I have done the testing and it also works, but it doesn't work to so much extent that you will ruin it. It all depends on the technique that you use. Looking at it, as you can see, there is no feathering, and I am really rubbing my hands on top of it. That means it has dried super fast, and there is no ghosting as such on the back except for the Sharpie. And what is this one? The identity. So this identity pen that I have is actually for creating the reverse mirror designs. So this is what I mean. So I actually painted the outline using this pen, and then I painted it. It's on the reverse side, so when you flip it, you have the design. So this is me and my husband when we went to Portugal probably 2 years ago, and this was in the garden. It's a famous garden, I can't recall, I'll just mention it over here. So we went there, and this is the picture, and I used this one. So it is a little stronger compared to the rest of the pens that I have, so the alcohol content can be a little higher, and that's the reason why it is showing slightly, but then it's not a big bother it's not completely bleeding through here and going to ruin your page on the other side. Sharpies are of course more alcoholic content, so it will be more stronger on the papers and it will have a bleeding tendency. But overall, for all of the pens that I have, I don't think I'm going to have any issues, and they glide so smoothly on this paper and I really love it. Now the part where we talk about the giveaway. The giveaway rules are pretty simple. Subscribe to our channels, follow us on Instagram, and for a bonus entry, comment on what you're going to use this notebook if you win. The giveaway will be until 28th of November and 2 winners will be randomly selected and announced on 30th November. So good luck with that and I will see you in the next one. Bye!